Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. The Bold and the Beautiful B&B spoilers reveal that Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang, and Ridge Forrester's Thorsten K. relationship is hanging by a thread now that Ridge has walked out on her. Since Brooke wasn't willing to throw Hope Logan, Annika Noel, and Beth Spencer, Jordan Grace, off the property, Ridge took that as his cue to leave instead. Of course, Ridge wound up at the Cliff House, where Taylor Hayes, Rebecca Budig, ears immediately perked up at the news that he'd left Brooke. Taylor already seems eager to slide right in Brooke's spot and cozy up to Ridge during this difficult time. That said, Ridge and Brooke haven't declared their relationship over yet. It seems like Brooke and Ridge are in a state of limbo right now, but that won't last for long. During the week of December 16 to 20, Brooke will make waves by reclaiming the CEO position she previously held at Forrester Creations. Hope and Carter Walton, Lawrence St. Victor, will apparently sign off on that. But what is Brooke's angle here? Could Brooke have a plan that she hopes will ultimately make everyone happy? Brooke may view this as a temporary move and hope to eventually make sure Ridge and Steffi Forrester, Jacqueline Messinswood, reclaim their co-CEO status. There has to be more to the story than Brooke just going on a power trip. B&B's weekly preview video hints at Brooke having an explanation since she shows up at the Forrester mansion door, where she calls out to Ridge and says she needs to talk to him. It looks like Brooke will want to explain her full plan following the CEO announcement, but she's about to make an infuriating discovery instead. Ridge will already be busy surrendering to his feelings for Taylor by then, so they'll kiss and potentially take the next step for their hot night together. If Ridge and Taylor assume they have the place to themselves, they could easily start stripping down in the living room. Then again, Brooke could wander upstairs looking for Ridge instead if he takes Taylor to a bedroom for some privacy. Either way, our predictions hint that Brooke will enter through an unlocked door and spy Ridge's full-blown Taylor reconnection with her own eyes. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers suggest this will be the last straw that ends Ridge and Brooke's relationship, so stay tuned for updates on any other split details. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. Brooke walks in on Ridge and Taylor's hot night. Last straw ends relationship. The world of the Bold and the Beautiful has never been one to shy away from explosive drama, tangled love triangles, and emotionally charged moments. But recent developments suggest that fans are in for a monumental shakeup that could redefine some of the show's most iconic relationships. With Brooke Logan, Ridge Forrester, and Taylor Hayes at the center of the storm, the stakes have never been higher. For decades, Brooke and Ridge's relationship has been a cornerstone of the show, a passionate yet turbulent love affair that has weathered countless betrayals, misunderstandings, and outside interference. Taylor, Ridge's former wife and enduring love, has always been a constant presence, complicating the dynamic between Ridge and Brooke. And now, it seems the scales are tipping once again. It all starts on what Ridge assumes will be a quiet evening. After weeks of growing tension with Brooke, Ridge seeks solace in the familiar comfort of Taylor. The two have been spending more time together lately, reconnecting over shared memories and their mutual love for their children, Steffi and Thomas. The emotional bond they once shared seems to be resurfacing, pulling them closer in ways neither expected. Taylor, ever the voice of reason, initially resists Ridge's advances. She knows too well the pain of being caught in his emotional whirlwind. However, Ridge's heartfelt confession, that he feels truly understood and at peace in her presence, proves too much to resist. What begins as a vulnerable conversation quickly escalates into a night of unbridled passion. Ridge and Taylor surrender to their emotions, reigniting a flame that had long been smoldering beneath the surface. Unbeknownst to Ridge and Taylor, Brooke has been growing increasingly suspicious of their interactions. Determined to confront her husband about his recent aloofness, Brooke decides to surprise Ridge at the Forrester cabin, where she believes he's spending the evening alone. The scene Brooke walks in on is nothing short of shattering. As she opens the door, she's met with the undeniable sight of Ridge and Taylor in an intimate embrace, their passion undeniable. Time seems to freeze as Brooke processes the betrayal unfolding before her eyes. The heartbreak is evident on her face, a mixture of shock, anger, and profound sadness. For Brooke, this moment is the culmination of a series of doubts and insecurities that have plagued her relationship with Ridge for years. She's no stranger to his lingering connection with Taylor, but witnessing it firsthand feels like the ultimate betrayal. In the immediate aftermath of Brooke's discovery, emotions run high. Ridge scrambles to explain himself, but his words only seem to deepen Brooke's sense of betrayal. Taylor, torn between guilt and her lingering love for Ridge, tries to intervene, but Brooke's fury is unrelenting. "How could you?" Brooke demands, her voice trembling with emotion. "After everything we've been through, after everything we've fought for, how could you throw it all away for one night?" Ridge's attempts to justify his actions fall flat. "It wasn't just one night, Brooke. This is about so much more than that," he says, his voice heavy with regret. "We've been drifting apart for a long time. You know that." But Brooke isn't interested in excuses. To her, Ridge's actions represent a pattern of behavior she can no longer tolerate. This betrayal feels like the last straw, and she's determined to reclaim her dignity and walk away from a relationship that has caused her so much pain. While Brooke grapples with her heartbreak, Taylor finds herself at a crossroads. She's loved Ridge for years and has always held on to the hope that they might find their way back to each other. But witnessing the fallout of their actions forces her to confront the consequences of their rekindled romance. Taylor's guilt is compounded by her respect for Brooke, despite their long-standing rivalry. She knows that their actions have caused irreparable harm and questions whether her love for Ridge is worth the pain it's brought to everyone involved. "This isn't how I wanted it to happen," Taylor tells Ridge, her voice filled with anguish. "I never wanted to hurt Brooke like this. Maybe we've made a terrible mistake." Ridge, however, is resolute in his belief that his connection with Taylor is genuine and worth fighting for. He's tired of the back and forth between the two women and feels it's time to make a definitive choice. But the damage has already been done, and the path forward is far from clear. For Brooke, the revelation of Ridge's betrayal marks a turning point. Instead of wallowing in despair, she resolves to reclaim her independence and focus on her own happiness. She confides in her sisters, Katie and Donna, who rally around her with unwavering support. "You deserve better than this," Katie tells her. "You'd spent too many years sacrificing your happiness for Ridge. It's time to put yourself first." Buoyed by her family's encouragement, Brooke decides to channel her energy into her career and personal growth. She begins to envision a life without Ridge, a life where she's no longer defined by her relationship with him. The fallout from Ridge and Taylor's night together extends far beyond the trio at its center. Their children, Steffi and Thomas, find themselves caught in the crossfire, torn between their loyalty to their mother and their concern for Brooke. The Forrester family is once again plunged into turmoil, with alliances shifting and old wounds reopening. Steffi, ever the protector of her family, confronts her father. "You need to figure out what you want, Dad," she says, her tone laced with frustration. "You can't keep doing this to the people you claim to love." Meanwhile, Thomas' own complicated history with Brooke adds another layer of tension. While he's long harbored resentment toward her, he's not blind to the pain his father's actions have caused. The situation forces him to reevaluate his feelings and consider the impact of his own behavior on those around him. As Ridge and Taylor grapple with the aftermath of their actions, they're forced to confront the realities of their renewed relationship. While their love for each other is undeniable, the path forward is fraught with challenges. They must decide whether their connection is strong enough to withstand the fallout, or if their actions have doomed them from the start. For Ridge, the decision to pursue a future with Taylor means letting go of Brooke once and for all. It's a choice that's both liberating and terrifying, as it requires him to confront his own flaws and take responsibility for the pain he's caused. Taylor, meanwhile, must reconcile her love for Ridge with her desire to do what's right. She spent years fighting for her family's happiness and wonders if being with Ridge will ultimately bring her the peace she's been searching for. As the dust begins to settle, one thing is clear: the events of that fateful night have irrevocably changed the lives of everyone involved. Brooke, Ridge and Taylor must each navigate the complexities of their emotions and decide what kind of future they want for themselves. For Brooke, the journey ahead is one of self-discovery and empowerment. She's determined to build a life that's defined by her own terms, free from the shadow of Ridge's indecision. Ridge and Taylor, on the other hand, face an uncertain future. Their love has survived countless trials, but the fallout from their actions may prove to be the ultimate test. As they embark on this new chapter, they'll need to confront their past mistakes and decide whether their love is worth the sacrifices it demands. In true bold and the beautiful fashion, the drama is far from over. With new alliances forming and old wounds reopening, the stage is set for more twists and turns that will keep viewers on the edge of their seats. One thing's for sure: in the world of the bold and the beautiful, nothing is ever simple, and the heart always has more stories to tell. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and stay with us.